thing for me, Randy, is that is about it that I don't know if everyone heard before when I was speaking. We're probably both speaking at the same time because we couldn't hear each other. But the thing for me is that Sue have given us a platform to connect on and to publish our content and to have it shared from. And now it's up to us to promote Sue as much as we can and educate people about it. And this is why I started to hang out today. It's an education process and an advocacy process to take Sue from the third level of a startup, which is virality, then into revenue, which we can all participate in, and they're giving us 90% of that. So it's a wonderful thing. So and then they go to the stage of scalability, where they can scale it and they can make sure that they've got a business model and their expenses are met to keep paying us that amount. And then they've got a business and it stops being a startup. So at the moment they're at the virality stage.
Michael, what I'm learning is that they don't care about the ad revenue. Their business is money transfer business. They want to be another PayPal. They earn 3% on all transfers of money. So that's what they're going for. They're using our content to build a network where everyone earns money and puts it into their little account, and then they're going to want to, when they get to a certain amount, $100, $200, $300, they're going to want to transfer that money, and that's when they start banking very well. Yeah, so they're going to be happy campers once we all start making money.
Right.
Because what if you come to me and you say, "Hey, Randy, I want Anna to make us some more quotes." I say, "Sure. Why don't you transfer money to me via Sue instead of using PayPal like we traditionally do, right?"
I do want some more quotes from Anna as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm making some slide shares. Everyone, Annabelle Halaski makes wonderful images. You might have seen some of my quotes flying around the internet, and also Randy's quotes as well on Pinterest and things, and all these banners and everything that people are using for their Google Plus. My own Google Plus profile banner and everything is all Anna's work. So,
it seems like all of her clients are either Aussie or from New Zealand. You guys are great. It's like, all right, but
slowly getting the word out. So
this is community, right? So this is what we're talking about: original content. Produce original content, post it on Sue.
And are you sharing from Sue out into your other social networks, Facebook and Twitter? Are you using that button?
I use that I post it to Twitter and sometimes to Facebook. I'm one of those guys that uses Facebook primarily for family and close friends. I do have about 1,000 followers, but I don't really pay attention. Facebook is it's like the 4th or 5th most important social network for me now. I just go on there, I communicate with you, use Google or use Facebook Messenger on there. But as far as, I don't use the groups too much. I spend my time on Google Plus and Twitter.
So if we have this account that you are my father in this account here, and the Sue, we'll go out and have a look at this one that is just getting started up, so we can show people who are just starting. We'll give them an example of what it's going to be like. And I'll sign out of my main account, and we'll go over to this. And by the way, everyone, you can share eight times a day. Is that right, Randy? You can share 8 times a day on Sue, and
right.
And you can post 24 times. So it's an average of once an hour and 1 every 3 hours for a share, everyone. So I recommend that you be doing that, because the more that your great content is seen, the more people are going to be, the right people are going to come to you. So when you're in a content network like this, if you post content that you like and resonates with you, the right people are automatically going to gravitate towards you because they like your content. So you don't need to say, I do this, I do that, I do this. It's not necessary. You brand yourself and you connect with the best people by your content. So if you're in Panama like Randy is, and you're a very clever guy on the internet with all sorts of different tools for helping get traffic to your site and protect your site. Randy's just got me into a new site today. If you're doing like that, so if Randy posts content about Panama and posts content about internet security and internet marketing and pay-to-click and this kind of thing, he's automatically going to get the right people, and also some inspirational stuff as well, and some funny stuff as well. It's going to be good for everybody. So
let me put it in perspective a little bit, Michael. I've got a page on Google Plus called
report spammers, by the way. Like, this is how you report a spammer. Anyone's watching, you just report them like that. Bang! This guy here, he's a spammer. He's like, they come and spam your profile. So you just click here. These people like this, go down to more here, go report, and then more, and so let's clean these spammers off this site as quickly as possible, because there's a lot of people complaining about this. So just hit the report button on them, and that's going to get rid of them pretty quickly, hopefully. So and then when we go to a profile, Abundance Marketing is my business account. This is it. So I'm just advertising this Hangout in here. So what would you can see? I've got 123 friends, 307 followers. Just getting started on here. I'm accepting all friend requests at the moment. I'll probably start looking more closely at them when I get to about 3,000. But I'm an open networker. What would you be doing with my account here, Randy? What would be your advice to people that are just new?
Comment. Do positive comments on people's photos. Get your face out there. Get people to recognize you. And when they do that, they'll friend you. That's how you find people on Sue. There's no real, right now, because of the spammers, the hashtags are worthless. Do a search for hashtags. So what you got to do is you got to find a post that you like, get the people that are commenting on the post that you like, and then follow those folks. I just sent the link to Ryan Conley, so he'll be joining us in the Hangout.
Ben Fish is going to come in too, and Al Remich as well.
I want to talk a little bit. I want to let people know about the power of the views. Obviously, the views are where we're going to get paid, Michael. That's where. If people are worried about the money side of it, that's what you want to do. You want to get your views up.
This is how you post into Twitter. You connect your Twitter account in the settings. Yeah, this is what I'm just doing just before end. Sorry, just a minute. I'm just going to post a photo in here, and bang. I'm not putting this one into Facebook because it's a business account, so we can't connect it to Facebook. You can only have one Facebook profile at the moment, and you can switch to your business in your main profile, but you can't do it. You can't have more than one Facebook account in one account. Sorry, Randy. What?
Michael, could you get me the link to the Hangout and send it to me on I'm on my phone, so I can't get the link off the Hangout there from you. Could you send it to me via Facebook Messenger or here on Google Plus Messengers?
Right. Robbie Ball's saying to us he's already getting 24 likes per post on Sue. I haven't noticed that tags are helping or hurting. Maybe I'm not using them right. What about hashtags, Randy? What hashtags advice you got for Robbie? He's got a question about that.
Michael, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, could I have the link to the?
No, I'm sending you the link. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it in our Google Plus conversation. Yeah?
I'm going to use the same strategy with hashtags that I use with Instagram. I see that it's going to be, since there is no real limit, and because there is no real etiquette yet on Sue, we got to set it up some way. I'm thinking between 5 and 10 hashtags. Just don't overdo it. Don't put hashtags that have nothing to do with the post.
Well, that's another thing of getting the right people to your content. You know, your hashtags are things that you think that the people are looking for that want to find you. So is the other aspect of it. So what kind of hashtags would you be using, Randy?
Depends on what I post. If it's a photo about Panama, I use our typical hashtag Panama, Escape to Panama, PTY, those kind of things. If I'm using a social media hashtag, social media, stick with the subject. Don't go off. Right now, right because it's new, it's okay to put some extra ones, but just be careful. Don't. I'm seeing people put like hundreds of hashtags. That's retarded. That makes no sense to put that many hashtags. Hey, Ben.
Ben Fish is in the house.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Ben Fish.
Where did you send that?
Hey guys.
I put it in our chat, Randy. I'll put it in the chat here as well if you wish.
All right, I got it.
YouTube.com.
Yeah.
Hi Ben, it's the first time we've spoken. It's great to meet you. I need a steady demand T-shirt. I got my circle count. I'm like, hi guys from Circle Count. Thanks for the T-shirt. That's my Circle Count T-shirt. I need a steady demand T-shirt as well, please, Ben, and I'll promote you.
Rock on, man. I'll get one right out to you.
I'm at Startup Weekend Tokyo this weekend with about 100 keen young Japanese entrepreneurs, and I'm wearing my Circle Count T-shirt, and they're all going, "What's that thing?" So I said, "Oh, it's this Chrome extension. You can tell people's Google Plus profiles, what their graph, whether they've been active or not, whether they're getting new followers. You can decide whether or not to circle them on, and all the information on the Chrome extension just by waving on top of their Google Plus profile. It's an amazing thing." And what Ben does with Steady Demand is he actually measures your Google Plus success and tells you when, and sends you reports, tells you when to post and what content is the most popular for you recently in the past week. So it's there's probably a whole lot more things that Ben's cooked up as well. You can tell us a little bit about it, Ben, and then you can tell us about why you're into Sue and what you're doing with it.
Well, I mean, I'll start off actually with why I'm into Sue. I mean, I'm exploring Sue. I've been in the advertising industry since 1994, and you know, I currently own actually a couple sites. One in the web hosting industry called thehostingnews.com, and one in the gaming industry called xblafans.com. Personally, I'm interested in Sue just to see kind of where it goes, because I love the idea of being able, for just in general, for people that if they're social, to have that ability to kind of monetize. Personally, I'm not there myself to monetize. I just think it's a good experiment. It's something that's kind of disruptive, in a sense, to reward users for social posting.
And have you got a Steady Demand account in there as well, Ben, as well as your personal one?
No, actually, I'm just playing with it on the personal side at this point. But, yeah, we'll be claiming the name. But, yeah.
There's this guy at sue.co/Michael Q. Todd. He's into the Sue. He might teach Steady Demand how to use it if you want to learn from him.
Yeah, I've heard about that guy.
What do you think about all this link spamming that's going on? Everyone is it's the kind of behaviour from these people that you'd never expect. These people that blog for years and years preaching against not spamming, and then you start a Facebook group and invite them all in there, and the first post that they put in the group is their link. These people have been blogging against this kind of stuff for years and years, and then all this excitement, the fact, well, I've got to make 5 cents a day, so I'll start spamming the world, forgetting all my principles and everything that I've been doing all my life. The smell of money is just incredible, phenomenal to watch.
I don't even know any of you guys. If you might have to chime in on that note real quick.
Hi. What do you think of the people link dropping all over the place? What's your take on it?
Yeah, then I'll introduce myself. My thoughts on this is, Michael, if we look how big this industry is, we're talking a $1 trillion untapped industry right now. Incentivized social media. This is something I've been looking forward for 2 years, and I call it the monetization movement. Is what I call it. This and. I think, even though we're making small cents right now, I think as the more money's poured into this, I mean, if Facebook's making $250 million a day, just imagine that going out to the people right there. And this is going to be the norm, I think, in the future, incentivized social media. So I think people that are really excited and are spamming a whole bunch is because they're overexcited to where this is eventually going to take, and they don't care what it takes to bring all their people into their social network right now, because there's a serious sense of urgency. I mean, I've put 120 friends. I've got 120 children already in Sue. You know, I was one of the first top 50 in this thing, and I haven't been pushing it so hard, but I admit I've been spamming. You know.
You admit you've been spamming, and yesterday I reached out to all my Facebook friends. It was kind of 5,000 of them, and I used their first name, and I got into some amazing conversations with them. I don't know if it's spamming or not, because if someone introduced me to this, like the guy that I saw introduced me to this, I'm hugely grateful to him that he got me into this 5 days ago, and that I've got 300 children or something by now. Because if he hadn't told me about it, I wouldn't know about it. So I'm grateful, man. Like, so I don't see it as spamming so much. But
Hey, guys, can I say something really quick?
yeah.
Just for the people that don't know Sue, children is what they call people who sign up underneath you. It sounds really odd, but those of us on this panel right here are pretty fertile. We're getting lots of kids here.
The thing is that what they're doing is they're creating a unique community with unique names for different people and things like this. Like Google Plus has got circles, and Facebook's got friends, and Twitter's got followers. And Sue has got children and great-grandchildren and things like this. So you're a great guy with the money on the internet, Randy. Can you explain the monetization? Like, is it 4 deep that you get paid for? What's this rule of the thirds? How do we get paid?
On Sue, it's 4 deep. Ryan could actually go into the monetization side way better than I could of this because, I'm not really in here for the money. I'm in here for the network. I'm in here for the future of what we're going to do with the monetization.
I'm in here for a connection and to get my content seen for sure. I got other ways of making money. If money comes, it's a bonus for me. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to hear what everybody thinks about the psychological aspect of this, and about how it is motivating people. Because right now, I mean, we are definitely seeing a lot of the affiliate marketers pour in. We're seeing a lot of link dumpers pour in, and it's kind of interesting that you go in there and you say, "Oh, wow, there's a penny in my bank."
Yeah.
Yippee, and there's like a mass, amount of following going on and friending going on and people sending it out to their networks and trying to get people involved. And, it's even been claimed to be almost an MLM type of scheme. And, what does everybody think, though, about the whole concept behind trying to monetize friends in a social environment?
I don't see any problem in that, Ben, because if I was an early adopter of PayPal and I told a lot of people that PayPal was great, PayPal ain't paying me for that. So if I, unfortunately, because I'll be making a stack of money, I promise you. So if Sue start this kind of PayPal money transferring system, and I'm getting paid for having brought a whole lot of people into that system, and you've got to realize in a network like this, early energy is key because they've got a lot of expenses and a lot of people are watching them. So if they grow really fast, all the people that have been blogging against it for the last week are all going to come on board, and all the hate is going to go away. So this is the thing: is that you've got to promote this network, and if PayPal had done that, then they would have grown a lot faster probably if they'd shared the wealth earlier, and they wouldn't have any competitors now. They would have blown the whole thing out the water. Now they're getting competitors, and this may be one. So yeah, it's I don't see it as monetizing friends so much. You're monetizing your influence and what you build up with your quality of your content and your service, in your case, over the years, and why shouldn't you monetize that? The bigger network you've got, the earlier people in here, their knowledge and the fact that they're online all the time, they deserve to be paid for that. This is karma coming back on us. Good karma. That's how I see it.
Well, I see. I think there's 2 trends in 2014, 2015, and we're dealing with monetization and decentralization at the same time here.
Mm-hmm.
I see cryptocurrency getting involved in this very quickly with Stu.
And,
I hope so.
What is your strategy on the Sue, Ryan? What are you doing? How are you building your account? How have you got all these children? What's worked for you so far? A lot of people watching this are brand new. They're going, what do I do? I'm on this thing. It's not Twitter. It's not Facebook. It's Google Plus. I want to get some children. What should they be doing?
Well, I think first of all, it's the youth, especially. I mean, the call that I got was from the youth conference, the Forbes Summit Under 30 Entrepreneur Youth Conference, and what my plan this week moving forward is I'm going to have a flyer that's a 2-sided flyer. On one side it's going to be Sue, and and the other side it's going to be something called IQ Life that we can talk about later on or whatever. But people are ready to leave Facebook right now. One thing that I did was I put on Facebook. I said, who's kind of tired of Facebook, or who feels that their privacy has been invaded, and just watch for all the likes, watch for all the comments, and those people are openly admitting it right now, because we have to move fast and get those people as quickly as possible. I mean, I'm going knocking down my doors, talking to all my neighbors, and saying, get on this, in telling them, because people need to get paid. We're watching the middle class just be gone away right now, and golly, it's just. But I think that's the biggest thing right there, is just be extremely loud on Facebook to where it can't be denied. And every time someone engages with you, engage back with them. If they're not interested, I'm making room for them and kicking off my friends list and making room for more.
Everyone, I'm going to give you we're going to flick back to Sue. I'm going to give you a good tip. You might see on my Sue here that I'm not seeing any ads. What do you think? I clicked on the top right-hand corner of the ads and I got rid of them. Has everyone done that?
No.
Let me talk about this.
Click on the top right-hand corner of the ads, and you can stop them coming at you. Like that was because mine were flicking at me. It was really annoying. They were like GIF ads going on in there. And by the way, can we load up GIFs? And there's another technical question. So if you click on the top right-hand corner of the ads, you can make them go away. Say, I don't want to see them.
Oh, that's a good option.
And so I heard that we can add GIFs in here, so I'm going to try one now, but I tried another one, it didn't work, so I'm going to try this.
Well, before you try to add one, Michael, it has to be loaded to a site, and you have to click on the image and go to the .gif file, copy and paste the .gif file, and put it onto the page, onto Sue. That's how you load it.
Can we show people how to do that? What URL should I go to, Randy, for that?
Yeah, go to my website, randyhilarski.com.
Yeah. Can everyone see my screen share now?
Yeah, sure. And go to the.
Am I screen sharing in the site now?
I don't see it.
No.
Just a minute. I'll go back to the Hangout and push screen share. Oh, I got bounced out before, didn't I? That's why I'm not screen sharing. All right, I'm back screen sharing now. I'm in randyhilarski.com.
I'm not seeing your screen. I'm not seeing the screen share, Michael.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, you're not screen sharing yet.
I am now. All right, here we are at randyhilarski.com. Randy's going to talk a lot about precious metals, all kind of stuff in here. So, all right. So where would you go? Where will it go, Randy?
Keep going down until you see the GIF. There's a. Keep going down. The article where the pumpkins and the squirrels.
Pumpkins and squirrels. There you go.
Squirrels.
Yep.
The Halloween post.
Yeah, I'll pin it. Yeah. This is how This is how I roll. Happy Halloween. Like, I'm a pin crazy freak. If I see something, I'll just pin it. Into Pinterest you go. Photos of the day. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I pin about 100 times a day, everyone. So follow me on Pinterest. What do I do, Randy? Click on the GIF?
Click on the article.
Click on the article. Yeah. This is good. This is good learning for putting GIFs into Sue, everyone.
Okay.
You heard it here first. All right. Okay.
Okay. Scroll to the GIF. Now click on the GIF now. Click on the GIF one more time.
Yeah. I'll right-click on it.
Now, okay, so now it's going to take you out to the file.
I need to right-click on it? Copy
no, click on
URL? Do I need to copy the image URL or something?
Yeah, make sure it's the .gif. It ends with .gif, and that's where you can take that and share it to Sue, and then it'll be a GIF where you can hover over and it'll move, just like we have on Google+.
So I should
actually, it's not as good as we have on Google+, but
no,
it's the next best thing.
That's not working. So I double-click on it. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, just
I've got
where it's only the image file.
I'm on the .gif here now. Yeah. So what do I do?
That's the file.
What's that?
You copy and paste the URL into your Sue, and it'll load as a GIF.
Wonderful. So why do Facebook not allow us to do this? Why is this gonna be a game changer for the Sue, I believe, because these are the most popular things on Google Plus and Tumblr. You've got to know. So and Twitter also, now you can put them into Twitter like this as well, everyone. But Facebook are not allowing this for a security issue. Why is this? Does anybody know?
That just no, we have no idea. But actually, Rob Ryan, he did a little on Sue about how to do the gifts, and then I contacted Craig Chamberlain, and Craig and I went through it together to figure out how to lead it, because I couldn't figure out what the heck they were talking about, and so you actually have to
Here we
go
go.
to the image.
I'm going to share my first ever GIF. I wonder if this goes as a GIF into Twitter when I post it, or is this going to be a link?
Well, it does from the article, so I imagine it will.
Boom.
So,
Posted to Twitter
exciting.
successfully.
Hey,
All right.
Michael, I want to talk about the ads for a second.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah, I'm coming back to you. I'll stop screen sharing. All right.
I gotta run, guys.
Keep
But,
talking, Randy.
Good luck.
Great to hang out with you, Ben. I'll talk to you soon about building a nice page for steady demand in the Web Tools Wiki.
Sounds good. All right,
Okay.
bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.
All right, so I had a talk with Allie the other day. She's one of the account reps at Sue, and we discussed the cost of advertising on Sue and getting our verified pages, our names verified, and all that kind of things. So she told me that their CPM cost is about $3 CPM. So in my business, that's a cost of 1,000 impressions. It's going to cost $3. So that's in feed. So they're going to do just like Facebook. You'll be able to post an ad, what we call a dark post ad in Facebook. You're going to be able to post it into Sue, and it's going to go through the feed. It's going to cost about $3 CPM. That's, to me, that's, if you got something that converts, that's a great value. The ads that you see on the site, on the sides, those are going to, the minimum spend on those is about $10,000. So I wouldn't worry about those for now. Just focus on the in-feed. What we're seeing right now on Facebook is that those are the ads that are converting the best anyways, are the in-feed ads. So this is how we make money. This is how the business model is able to pay 90% out, because this is where they're going to get their money from, is from the advertising. That's what Sue is doing. So if you want to know about ads, contact me. That's what I do for a living. So it's exciting stuff. Doing the business is not exciting, but talking about it.
So has anyone got any questions? I'm just scanning through the... Chris Coder's given us some great advice, saying you can add viruses in a GIF if you want, so that's why Facebook doesn't it. Chris is also giving us advice that you have to maximize and join multiple platforms. I completely agree, Chris. I'm using Sue as my money site and directing all traffic to my Sue profile. Excellent. So am I. And you're on it, brother. We've got Richard Sherville saying, I don't have any children yet. I'd like to get advice on promoting Sue and getting children. So I think you just got to reach out to the people that know, like, and trust you, Richard. And I think you've got to go one-to-one to them on a new thing like this, because people need to see something about 20 times before they click through, because everyone believes that they're overwhelmed. They don't. They haven't got their internet being managed well enough to take on. They don't have any more time left in the week. So I think, Richard, you've got to. I've only had success really by going one-to-one to people, and there's no other way. And maybe someone might see your link flying around the internet off chance, but I don't think many of my children have come from doing that. I've been one-to-one to people, so you just got to spend the time doing that, Richard. I think. Tony Grant saying, Tony,
hold on. Let me talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I've got 51 children, right?
Yeah.
And I know about 10 of them. How did I get the other 40-something? I got that using Staged. I would state, when I this is from Ryan. I have something I learned from him. You take a video, a viral video, you post it, you put it into your Staged, and all my advertising is around the video. And I also did it through blogging. So 41 people of the 51 that I've signed up are people that I did not know, who I did not approach to try to get them to join.
Hey, here's an example of.
Yep.
This is an example. If you guys want to take a look at this, how we've been doing this on using Staged right here. And so I put the video up on there. These are advertisements that go to that, with their profile. Other videos about Jaron Lanier and Sue videos right here. I actually have more YouTube videos on Sue probably than anyone in the world right now. No joke about it. You can pull up my profile. Go ahead, though, guys.
It works great. It works great. I mean, Ryan showed me how to do this, and it's like it does the work for me. I post the links, people go to it, they get to see all the stuff that we share on there, and they get to learn about the business, they get to learn about monetization of social media, and then they just join. And then they follow me, and then I follow them back and say, hey, I found you this way. Oh, cool, great. So exciting stuff. Not everybody likes to have to talk to people face to face. I'm not one. I don't have time, Michael. I have 2 businesses to run. So I post and I run, and I hope people sign up. And I take an hour or 2 hours to write a beautiful blog post or a funny blog post, whatever I do. And Ryan takes time to make video blogs or vlogs, whatever you want to call them, and he posts them on his news or stage and puts them out all over the place. So there's multiple ways that you can do that.
And what do you think has been successful for you, Randy? Personally, I believe that the harder you work at something like this, the more it's going to work for you. And in our chat, we've got Christine DeGraff, who's actually the person that got into this earliest, and we're all in Christine's team. So kudos to you, Christine, for taking the initiative to tell us all about this early. And if you hadn't, then perhaps our little corner of the world, our so-called Google Plus community, may not have heard about this so early. So thank you so much, Christine, for it. We may only be getting into it now, and I'm sure that the last 4 days of energy that I've put into it are going to pay off in spades for me down the line if this thing really does blow up big. So the more time that you can spend now, everyone, it's worth your time. Put away your golf game this afternoon or something, and get on your computer and start communicating inside Sue and outside Sue and about Sue. So it's you're going to thank yourself for it maybe in a couple of months. What was it, Randy? You said 1 hour now is going to be worth 20 hours in 6 months' time, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me put it in perspective for you. I have a page on Google Plus called Escape to Panama. I started this page a year. It's right now we just hit 2,150 followers or so, or people that have circled the page. We are averaging between 3 and 4 million views a week right now on this page. We only post 2 to 3 times per day. Imagine if you could do that on something like Zoom or what Ryan's going to talk about in a minute, IQ Life. You do this on these pages, on these other social media platforms, it's going to get crazy. You will be doing so well. I don't get paid anything on Google Plus. The benefit I get from my Escape to Panama page on Google Plus is that people come to me and they say, Randy, I need help with my social media. So I'm getting clients that way. I'm getting 2 to 3 clients a week now that are in Panama who just need help, who just want me to post for them occasionally with their brand name on it. They're willing to pay me just because I have this amazing page. And hear me again, only 2,000 followers, guys. 3 to 4 million views a week. It's going absolutely nuts. It's gone on hot fire over the last month and a half.
Why don't
Same thing can happen with
Why don't we get Ryan back about that tomorrow or the next day after that tomorrow, and we'll promote it properly and talk about that so we can get it done properly. Is that all right, Ryan? We can
completely. I just want to get
something like that, and I'll write a blog post about it, and we'll put it out and get some more people. We've got 24 viewers on it at the moment, and sort of dwindling a little bit. So we need some hardcore information about Sue in the last 10 minutes just to finish things off, because hopefully I'll edit this down and make a nice YouTube video out of it that people can get some learning from. Sue for me is about being in early. I'll give everyone an example because a lot of the people watching are into Google Plus. Is that Google Plus is now very nearly saturated. I put a new an app that I've invested in. I made them a Google Plus page about 2 weeks ago, and they've been put in about 5 circle shares, and they've followed about 4,000 people. Their content is phenomenal, really amazing, interesting, rewinding videos. They have attracted a grand total of 7 Google Plus circlers after reaching out to 4,000 and having awesome content and being promoted quite a lot. because I believe on Google Plus that everyone's just decided the 5,000 that they're going to follow, and to go out and take one of those out and put another one in is a lot of trouble, and people simply aren't prepared to take that trouble and that time to do that. The majority of people, it's going to have to be a special friend, or even you've got to reach out to them one-to-one of a request or something like this, or a recommended person, something like this. And I believe, how long do you think that's going to take on Sue? That could happen in a week with the amount of energy that's going on now. If my friend graph keeps going up as it is in the last 2 days, I'm going to hit 5,000 sometime within the next 7 days.
Absolutely.
And isn't what I've heard is that the growth of Sue right now is faster than Twitter and Facebook in its infancy stages. Isn't that correct? Or do you have any stats on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
What matters?
I've got some tips here from my great grandmother in Sue, Christine DeGraff, and Randy's great grandmother. Christine's tips are my tips. He's put them into the chat here. All right, listen up, everyone. This is going to be good. Don't follow for follow. Your stream will be a complete wreck, and you'll hate it. Follow people whose content you want to see. Don't link drop on your existing networks. I have 300 children and didn't spam at all. I did a few posts telling why I'm here, and I did a YouTube video overview. I wrote blog posts, and I'm tweeting about it, but not spamming. Put original content and engage with people. Add value. All right, I'm going to repeat that. Also, Christine, I think you reached out to a lot of people individually at the start, which like I did yesterday, and I think, you know, that's I can't see any way really around that. And I've been doing blog posts in the last 3 days about Sue as well, so I'm kind of following. And I've done 2 YouTube reviews. So I'm kind of tweeting about it. Yeah, I'm kind of like doing what Christine's doing. Link dropping on existing networks. Maybe I'm guilty. Okay, don't follow for follow. Your stream will be a complete wreck and you'll hate it. Follow people whose content you want to see. Don't link drop on your existing networks. I have 300 children and didn't spam at all. I did a few posts telling why I'm there. I did a YouTube video overview. I wrote a blog post, and I'm tweeting about it, but not spamming. Post original content and engage with people. Add value. I'd add to that is that there's a lot of Sue haters out there trying to get popularity, trying to bring people to their blog by writing against Sue. I think that a lot of people are reading that, so I think if you go and discuss Sue and promote Sue in those content, in those blog posts and the comments, you're going to attract people into your Sue profile because they're going to come and check you out. So you're saying you're having success on it, they want to come and see your success. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks, Tony. Tony and Richard, if you want to join us in the chat here, you're very welcome to. We've got 10 more minutes, so we are very interested to hear anyone's user stories about Sue and any tips that anyone's got. Robbie Ball, if you want to give us some tips as well. I know you don't have a mic, but if you want to drop some tips into the conversation here, I'm quite happy to say them out. Okay, Ryan. So tell everyone again, what do you think from now is the game plan for Sue? How are they going to play this? They've got virality. I was at a startup in weekend in Tokyo. I'm still at it now, and I talked to my table about Sue. These Japanese kids, they're all college kids. One of them had heard of Sue, and already. So Japanese college kids have heard it already. It's kind of getting out there, you know. What's their game plan from now?
Well, it's going to spread faster than Ebola, let's put it that way. I think that the game plan is it seems like every single week it's starting to accelerate even more and more right now. It's impressive to see what has taken place this week, and just knowing that there's so much of the world still untouched right now by Sue. I see incentivized social media becoming the norm for the future. I think we're going to see the die-off of Facebook and Twitter and all these things with new models coming up. And I think basically the reason why so many different social media companies have come about in the past is because everyone was looking to jump off of the pre-existing one, and really down deep inside it was because we weren't getting paid. And so they were just kind of thinking, well, here's something refreshing, but this is truly refreshing that we're actually getting paid for our energy. It has to be an equal exchange of value right here. And I have a saying that knowledge is the ultimate commodity, guys, and that's what we're doing. I mean, this dialogue right here, this is, this is content. Whether it's recorded or not, it's content in life, and we're seriously evolving global consciousness and making things more transparent as we become more of a connected network. We're monetizing knowledge here, but I don't think that Sue touches on monetizing relationships compared to what I'm going to show you with Randy in our next conversation. So stay tuned about that, because I think what it's going to come down to is this is busy work. Sue is busy work, continually trying to figure out the algorithms and how we build this and actually make some decent money. Here we're seeing a lot of excitement. This is really cool. We're bringing a lot of new people into our lives. But what the real money is going to be under is when we truly monetize relationships. Okay? And because that's going to require no work whatsoever in the future once those are established. You're just talking about money coming in.
But we're already monetizing relationships.
Huh?
We're already monetizing relationships, because anyone who's serious on the internet, anyone who's, if you don't have a product, then what's the point? We're already monetizing relationships. Everybody's got a product. Everyone who's on the internet for a reason has got a product. Otherwise, how is it sustainable? You've got to go and do your day job, don't you? So if you want to spend time on the internet all day, you can have a product. There's so many products that people can tap into, and people actually respect you a lot more if you do have a product, because they see you as a serious business person and someone who's adding value in some way. You should have a product. There's a big part of my teaching in my book is that a product is your key, and your content has to relate to your product, and your branding has to relate to your product, and people like that. They like to know what you're about, and that you're giving them some kind of value, and they like to be able to promote your product if they're your friend. So I think we're monetizing relationships already, but Sue is just taking it to a more, maybe they're not being shy about saying what they're doing. We're already doing it.
And the Robert Kiyosaki saying your net worth is your net worth, I don't think that has seriously ever been done until now with what's taking place. And I think there's some missing ingredients that Sue has that are going to really feed nicely into the next part of this evolution process of social media.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later on, though, Michael. I'm so excited to share that with you. I want to get off.
My thinking on on your Robert Kiyosaki quote there is that that I think there's a Richard Branson quote that's very similar to like this, that he said that if I was to lose all my money today, everything's gone, right? Okay? Hopefully not after the Virgin Galactic disaster, but if Richard Branson was to lose all his money today, and he would get it, nearly all of it back within 6 months because of his network, because of his mindset and his network. If you've got the right mindset and you've got the network and you've got a product, anything's possible, even if you're starting from scratch. So and the network is the key thing. You've got to have those three things. You've got to have product, you've got to have mindset, and you've got to have the network is key. So all the networking we've been doing, we deserve to be monetized for this, I think. This is my wife, Yoriko. She's my business partner in sue.co/abundance marketing, and she's the brains behind the outfit, and she's the organizer behind the outfit. So hi, Yoriko. So,
hello, everyone. Very nice to meet you.
Hi, Yoriko. Good to see you again.
Finally, Randy, you've got a few minutes. You can sum up. You can finish off and just say what people should be doing now on Sue, and gives them some final tips about what they should be doing now.
Just you could join us on our Facebook group. I know a lot of you still use Facebook. What is the name of our Facebook again?
Facebook's called I Just Got Paid for Posting on Sue.
Right.
People are complaining, I can't promote this Facebook group, I can't join it because I haven't got paid. I said, oh, it's a positive affirmation. If you haven't got paid yet, it's a positive affirmation that you just got paid. And I think nearly everyone in the Facebook page has been paid. You've been paid, right, Yoriko? You've been paid. Yeah, you've all been paid, right? So, All right. So,
36 cents. That's not. So, we're not here for the money.
I think Christine DeGraff posted in the chat before that she's already had her payment, I think. So they pay out once you get $100. They'll send some money into your PayPal or something, or Bitcoin or something. I'm not sure, but okay, Randy, what else would you be doing if you were assistant
Get on there and spend an hour or an hour and a half a day. Download the app, sit there on your phone, and start following people. Go through the conversations, go through the posts, and find the people that are posting about stuff that you care about, and follow those people. Also, like I said, go to the Facebook page, and there's plenty of really top people that are quality people in that Facebook group that are quality networking. Go through and follow all those people, because those are the people you want. Because we're all content generators. We're not going to be the people that are going to be posting things. Hey, follow me back, and you're going to win. You're going to get $100. That's not the kind of people that we are. We've all been in social media for a while. So I'm one of the. I was in Google Plus for the first month, and I drove it home. Now I have close to 100,000 followers. My wife started a year after Google Plus launched. She's now she's approaching 60,000 followers. This is what we want. Get it early. Get it hard early. You're going to be rewarded. Post 5 times a day. Make quotes. Make a blog post. Do something. Don't just reshare other people's stuff. Make some of your own. That's where the value on the website is going to happen, and that's how the network's going to be built. People will follow you because they like what they see.
Christine DeGraff's got a final tip for us in the chat. She's saying, think long term. It's not a race. Sure, you can get an early advantage if you tell people first, but know when to back it off. Good advice, Christine. Don't burn your existing networks and relationships by overly promoting it. Yeah, it's a good word of caution to some people, possibly myself as well. So I tend to get excited about things like this, and I got excited about. I was on Google Plus on the very first morning, very first hangout that anyone was on. There was 200 of us in the site, and I don't think there was a single person in the world in my social networks that didn't know about that. So I was pretty excited that Google had a social network, and I was telling people about it pretty hard. So I was an evangelist from Google Plus from day one, and I'm an evangelist for Sue as well. Anything I want to spend my time on, I want people to know about it.
Michael, and also discussing what Randy had just mentioned, also all these contacts we bring into our sphere, I think we should work on getting their email addresses, work on getting their phone numbers, adding them on Skype, just to go ahead and take these relationships seriously. I just shot you a message, Michael.
Absolutely, Ryan. I couldn't agree more. And I said in my latest blog post that in Stu, I'm meeting all these people that I are not connected to anywhere else. So you've obviously got a lot of, Ryan, I've just met you today, and you've got a lot of contacts that I don't know that'll be very interesting and valuable for me, people for me to get connected to. And I was able to, I think I added 300 new LinkedIn connections or something from Sue already. Just since I joined Sue, I reach out to people on LinkedIn, because once you've got them there, you're connected. So that's anyone wants to connect with me on LinkedIn, it's linked in. It's Michael Q Todd, and I accept. I'm an open networker on there. I accept people on there. Email address is michaelqtodd@gmail.com if you need an email address to connect with me on LinkedIn. This is the thing. It's like your email address, follow them on Twitter. This kind of thing. This is how it works, and it's it's exciting. The world's getting connected. We're all going to be friends. Soon. Oh, you're from that country. I used to hate that country, but now I got so many friends from it. I really like that country now.
Yeah, we're bringing world peace through social media. I find it really interesting that I've done some studying on LinkedIn that out of the 300 million users, 16%, which is 48 million people on LinkedIn, are paying between $30 and $100 a month. 48 million people are paying that right now. It just shows some of the value that's in social media, what can be returned back to the people, I think.
Absolutely. And LinkedIn aren't paying us anything. I'm paying them $30 a month. It's opposite, right?
LinkedIn.
About $30 a month for my LinkedIn Premium, and Sue's actually paying me. Not a whole lot now, but maybe down the track, maybe a whole lot. So,
Something for you, Michael.
yeah.
So, thank you for having me come on the panel today. I really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, let's do this again in a more formalized way, and in the next day or so, and we can just keep talking now, and we can find a little bit more about how we can do that. We're going to stop the broadcast. Thank you, Randy. One final word, if you like. No, say
Good, guys. Join us, follow us, Randy Hilarski on Sue, Ryan Conley, Michael Q. Todd, Yuriko Todd, my wife, Annabelle Hilarski, Christine DeGraff, my great-great-grandmother on follow everybody.
Yeah, hook us all up. All right, the connections. It's at light speed at the moment. It's going absolutely nuts. I go in there. I got another 200 friend requests. Bang, 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 bang. It's coming in. Keep responding to your friend requests, everyone. That keeps the connecting going. Because if you don't respond to friend requests, either decline them or respond to them. That's my last tip for everybody on this network, because it's very hard to see the people. You can't, unless you write down and take a list, or keep a separate list of who you've actually friended. It's quite hard to see who you've friended, and you hit your 50 pretty quickly. So if there's someone who's friended you and you don't want their friend request, decline it, and or respond to it in some way, either accept or decline. Just don't leave it sitting there without a response. Right. Okay. That's it. Thanks a lot, Ryan and Randy. You rock. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Christine, and Chris Coda, everyone who's given some great tips today. Thank you. Bye-bye.